In London, Bristol, and Liverpool, investors gathered around mahogany tables, tracing fortunes in ink made of molasses and blood. The triangular trade, a grim geometry, bound 3 continents in commerce and cruelty. Guns and cloth to Africa, human lives to the Caribbean, sugar and rum to England. By 1700, ships like the Hannibal, Adventure, and Roe plied the Atlantic regularly, their holds filled with shackled bodies. The captains called them cargo, their insurance papers, perishable goods. As historian Vincent Braun writes, the sea became the first plantation, the Reaper's Garden, 2008. Those who survived the Middle Passage arrived in a world designed to unmake them. On the plantations, life was measured not in years, but in yield. How many tons of cane one body could cut before breaking. Mortality rates were staggering. Planters expected an enslaved African's life expectancy to be less than 10 years after arrival. Curtain. The Atlantic Slave Trade. A census. 1969. But to the planters, people were replaceable. Sugar was not, so they imported more and more. By 1740, Africans outnumbered Europeans on the island nearly 12-1. Historian B.W. Hickman calls it a demographic engine of exhaustion. Slave populations of the British Caribbean. 1984. Each harvest season, the cane fields shimmered under the sun, a cruel illusion of abundance. Inside the mills, the air was thick with the scent of boiling syrup and burning flesh. If a worker slipped and was caught in the grinding rollers, overseers did not stop the mill. Time, they said, was more precious than mercy. One missionary recorded that the cane juice ran red. Brian Edwards, The History, Civil, and Commercial of the British Colonies in the West Indies, 1793. And yet, even within this inferno, something miraculous stirred. In the hush before dawn, enslaved men and women whispered their own names into the soil, reclaiming identity in a world that denied it. They sang in Creole, prayed to gods older than empire, and planted secret gardens of okra, yam, and cassava. Ground provisions born of resistance. The sugarcane may have been England's harvest, but the spirit that grew among the enslaved was the island's own. 2. The world of the enslaved. Survival, spirit, and subversion. If the plantations were England's kingdom of profit, the quarters were Africa's embers, small fires that refused to die. Each night, after the overseer's whip had fallen silent and the mills ceased their groaning, the enslaved remade the world in miniature. They built nations out of whispers, freedom out of rhythm, and faith out of fragments. The English thought they had purchased bodies. They did not understand that they had only leased them from souls.